a lot of heaviness, as it should be, over the clouds of the country at the moment. And there's just something that it's just not sitting right.
It feels like there's a spirit hovering over this country.
What does that mean?
To me, there are people who live life not understanding the spiritual realms. I have been those kind of people until the recent years. And there's a whole other spiritual realm of things happening. And people call me crazy or insane when I say that we have a regime that is cultic. And for me, when I look at what's happening and how things are being, how the leaders of this regime are reacting to the things that are happening, it is a confirmation that we elected a cult.
That's really serious.
That's how I feel, though.
In those, in that,
and people call you crazy at the beginning until when they start realizing it. You know how they say first they'll call you crazy, then So I know that there's a lot of people thinking, this one lost her mind. No, I didn't lose my mind. I experienced and had the unfortunate privilege of witnessing a lot of things that shouldn't happen, and a lot of what I would call cultic behavior. Yeah.
If that's the case, then a national prayer breakfast then kind of makes sense, isn't it? Because if you're talking about there needs to be deliverance and prayer, then that makes sense.
Indeed, if indeed we were praying to God.
Everybody, people congregated at the prayer breakfast yesterday. The day before, when the First Lady met, a number of women's groups, she said that I feel that we need to pray specifically for the months of June and July.
Let me ask you, what's the reason why we go to specific churches? Why don't you just go to any church? Why don't you just go to any gathering? After all, it says where two or more are gathered, God is there. Because there are some people who gather in the name of God, but we know that is not really the agenda. There's a whole spiritual life out here. And when I look at how the things were conducted during the prayer days, there was a lot of mockery, The politicians were joking a lot around things. The president barely took the issue of the breaking news of the fire seriously. He mentioned it as a by the way towards the end. The leaders in that space almost appeared as if what has happened is a very small thing. It was like, the wind has blown, and okay, let's continue with our activity. They went ahead to eat and dine. It almost reminds me of that picture in the Bible where Jesus entered this space where people were dancing and eating and dining, and he was like,
"What are you guys doing?
What are you guys doing?" It felt like that yesterday. Like you have been chosen to leadership to take care of these people. And terrible things are happening to these people who you're supposed to take care of, and you are completely unawares. You're not there. It doesn't move you. There was no... You couldn't even feel. In fact, you would have to walk into that room and say, guys, can we stop celebrating or doing whatever we're doing? Because 16 very innocent lives have been lost.
Gloria,